Oh, that is not what I needed it to be.
Good. Let it not be what it needs him to
I'll cast
be.
another Cold Steel Heart and declare black.
Nice.
Alright, and I will swing at you for 3.
I will declare no blockers.
Alright, and during. Do I. I
You,
don't really need to, so no, I'm not going to steroid. I'll end.
I'm down to 16. I knew that these dilemmas would come in handy. Ah, crap. Well, ain't this just a pickle? What I want to do? Oh, of course, of course. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But I just got to keep digging. The whole point of the sheets is that I keep digging. All right, what is it? It's also not a snow permanent. Apparently I didn't think this through all the way when I put too many non-snow cards in a deck that needs lots of snow cards. Um, Modern players don't have to deal with this problem. Snow cards are all but totally inaccessible because they're so fucking expensive.
Well, that and this I don't think we actually have a set in Modern right now that uses snow cards. Coldsnap was the last set that I know of to actually use snow as a land type.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing into you for another. I want to swing into you for 3. I'm not even sure why I didn't attack with the Rhinebound last time.
All right, I will take 3.
All right, and it's your turn. You got way more mana than I do.
Yes, and now it is time for me to actually start using that mana. First, I'm going to exile Chill to the Bone and Chilling Shade in order to cast Soul Spike on your Chilling Shade.
I, I think I get it now. Because ice creates a mirror. We see each other.
Then I'm going to tap 7 to cast Herald of Leshrock,
And
my
I
actual boss
not
monster.
stop because I am going to remove my Phyrexian Etching and my Guards' Assassin from my hand to cast my Soul Spike. And I'm gonna put it on your Herald.
Man, but he's my actual boss monster. Ugh. All right, and I'll swing at you for 3.
Okay.
And I will end.
I'm not sure if this is helpful or just delaying the inevitable. Oh god. Okay, scrying sheets. Do your stuff. What do you got for me this time? Yes. Um. Oh goody. It's actually a snow-covered swamp. Put it in my hand
Okay.
and play it for my 1 land per turn. Next, I'm gonna swing into you for 1,
All right, I'll take 1.
and that is my turn.
All right, I'll play a snow-covered swamp, and I will swing at you for 3. Any blocks?
No blocks. No blocks.
All right. Um, let's see. I need to keep you at 5, so I'm going to pump my shade by 3. Yes, by 3. So I will deal 6 damage to you,
Okay, I am. What do I, yeah, I'm down to 11.
and I will end.
Okie dokie. Oh, maybe my Mouth of Ronan will save me. It's been rather quiet so far for a mouth. I'm gonna pay. Oh crap! This is getting bad. This is getting very bad. Uh, no, because if I do that, I'll be in. No, because then I got okay. I'm gonna pay 3. And wait, but do I really? You know what? I'm not gonna do that. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna pay 2 instead. Kick the mouth and a swamp. Kick the sheets. What do I got? What do I got this time? It's another snow-covered swamp. Yes, the
Yay!
scrying sheets are actually working. Um,
At the
at
moment.
the moment, I will pay 2. I'm gonna put my rhyme transfusion on my rhyme bound dead. So
Okay.
now it is a 3/2. Um, I still can't use it to block the zombie musher. Um, So I am going to go into my declare attackers and swing for 3.
All right, and I'll take 3.
No, you won't, because I'm also gonna. Well, I mean, you still will, but I'm gonna do this just because. Now he can't be blocked except by snow creatures. So there.
But both of my creatures are snow creatures.
I'm gonna end my turn now.
All right, I'll play another snow-covered swamp.
He has another snow-covered swamp.
All right, and I'll swing at you for 2 on the ground and 1 in the air.
Very
Any
loud.
blocks?
All right, let me count this up real quick. Oh my God, you're showing 9 mana. You can hit me for game right now. I can't let you do that. But this is the only way I can actually block you. I have to destroy your zombie musher with the soul spike.
Okay.
So your zombie musher is destroyed, and I gain 4 life.
Yep.
But now, how do you want to resolve your chilling shade? Because I'm not going to declare blockers.
Well, you declared no blockers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 5 that I need. So 5. I'll swing at you for 6.
All right, I take 6 damage. I'm down to 9. Do you get?
And I will end.
Oh boy. I have no cards in my hand. I'm at the mercy of the deck. The deck was not very merciful, except, oh, well, then you just plan this out all too well. Because I got my snow-covered swamp, and I can finally do my freaking Mouth of Ronan bullshit, but you can pump your chilling shade enough to resist the damage. So isn't that just peachy? My Rhinebound Dead can't consume anything, so the only way I can consume mana now is with the scrying sheets. What do you got for me, sheets? Because this is probably gonna be the last turn of the game. It's a snow permanent, the chilling shade. Yay!
Okay.
And I can tap 3 to cast it as soon as I put it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can declare attackers and swing into you for 3.
And I will take 3.
Nice. Okay. And that is my turn.
All right. I will play another snow-covered swamp.
Yes! Play the swamps! Neither of us have cards in our
Why
hand.
don't these shades have lifelink?
They got flying.
Yeah. All right. I am going to... I'm going to swing at you for 1.
I'm going to kick 1, give my chilling shade +1/+1, and block with a 2/2 by not tapping
All right.
it.
And because you have successfully ended your declared blocker step, I will steroid my shade, making him a 3/3.
Boom. Death.
And I will end.
Oh, brother. Well, you know what would be really interesting right now is if my scrying sheets let me get yet another of my chilling shades. So that would be awesome, and probably the only logical way I could survive this game at this point. Let's see what I got. It was a snow-covered swamp. Oh, damn it. I can't believe the Mouth of Ronan cannot deal damage to players. That is really inconvenient. So I got no choice but to try the sheets. All right. I'm going to look in my bed sheets real quick. I looked really hard for those crumbs I was looking for. I thought I smelled something. Yes. I'm going to reveal my Rhinebound Dead, and then tap 1 to cast him. There. And I'm going to swing at you for 3 because you can't block.
That is true. I can't block.
And then... That's good game.
All right. I do still want to play it out because I did draw something that I want to cast, but I'm kind of low on mana to actually end it with that. So I'll have Chilling Shade attack you for 1. Any blockers?
I can't block because I have no flying creatures.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was 1 short. I'm swinging at you with 9 in the air.
But I want you to swing at me with 11 in the air.
But
I don't want to die to
I'll
a
swing at
9.
you for 10. There.
All right. Dying to a 10 is way cooler than dying to a 9. I lose because I can't block the attack.
All right.
Da, 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 da. Trainer Cloud has been defeated. GG.
Yay. Okay, so what we have learned here is that this set kind of sucks.
It does. It does, doesn't it? In
I mean,
isolation, this set sucks. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Look, the Cold Snap set as a whole actually has a lot of really cool things in it. The problem is it doesn't have a lot of support for the shit that it has in it. The whole reason Cloud9 ended up going mono black is because all the best critters are black in this set. And believe it or not, aside, Black also has the best set of removal in the for Cold Snap. I desperately wanted to build Golgari for this set because there is a card in Cold Snap called Allosaurus Rider that gets +1/+1 for each land you control, and you can exile 2 green cards from your hand in order to cast it. It's fucking amazing. The problem is there wasn't a dual land for Golgari in this set. There's a
No.
dual land for almost every single other color pairing, but there wasn't one for fucking Golgari. And
The
I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
It was. You know what I noticed on the land pairings is there are very powerful legendary creatures like a Sekuar Deathkeeper or Zur the Enchanter, but the colors that are required to cast them are not well supported by the non-basic lands. It was actually kind of frustrating during my draw testing, so much so that I abandoned using each of them altogether.
Mhm.
Just the mana is really hard. I think you and I also sunk to mono black just so we could get the mana consistency we needed to function. Not to mention that on top of good removal and good creatures, black also arguably has the best mana sinks in the set.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not actually running Rhyme Infusion, which I probably should have been, but for my enchantment, I really wanted to run Phyrexian Etchings and just that. But if you'll notice, I only actually used the damn etchings like twice.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I didn't want to use the etchings after I started falling behind. Once you got ahead on mana, and bravo for using the Cold Steel Heart in order to keep up your mana ramp, because that allowed you to stay ahead of whatever I could keep up that also used the same mana sink mechanic,
Hmm.
because you could always spend more mana than me.
Yeah, I actually really like the Phyrexian Snow Crusher. He's an at-cost Juggernaut, which is interesting given that he actually has slightly better stats than most of the other Juggernauts, and he gets fake shade breathe, and he gets fake snow breathing. So that's
Well,
really nice.
I wanted very badly to use the Phyrexian Soul Gorger until I realized that cumulative upkeep sacrifice a creature ends pretty rapidly.
Yeah, because you need a shitload of one drops, and well, we're mono black. We don't have a shitload of one drops.
I mean,
The
we
only one drops
do.
that mono black has got Martyr of Bones and Rhymebound.
Martyr Bones and Rhinebound. Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's it for your one drop
And
creatures.
black doesn't actually have a good method to generate tokens in the set.
And this
Mind you,
set, yeah, and this set has the audacity to put in a 2-drop black human wizard 2/1 with really cool flavor text who does nothing of significance. No, thank you.
uh, but to be honest, Cold Snap has a lot of really cool stuff in it. It's got Dark Depths. It's got the Exile 2 cards in it, one for each color.
Yep. So,
Um,
as demonstrated, you and I both saw use for Soul Spike because I think any card that says without paying its mana cost is usually pretty powerful.
yes. Mind you, I kind of wish that Soul Spike's normal mana cost was actually lower for that. I actually think it would be fine as a 5.
Well, this was a time before we realized that consistency needs to concentrate on early game, not late game.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't really know what the Magic tournament scene was like during this time. Because is there anything else that you really wanted to show off in your deck?
Not in my deck, but check this out. So I just went to good old TCG Player to shed some light on how accessible the Cold Snap set is, especially just looking at the decks that you and I were just playing. Allow me one moment. Uh, okay, so the market price for one snow-covered swamp, which apparently, how long have they been using the snow mechanic? Just has it just been Cold Snap?
No, there was Ice Age before Cold Snap, and Ice Age had it as well. And I want to say that one of the con sets actually had snow-covered stuff in it, but that's mostly because of the Yeti that I'm thinking of.
All right, so the snow-covered swamp. How many snow-covered swamps were you running, Gert, at?
That is a good question. Let me look. Deck editor, load deck, Coldsnap. I am running 21.
Okay, so you would have paid somewhere between $20 and $21 for all 21 of those swamps.
And for the record, $1 per land is actually reasonable in my book.
It's because they're also. I mean, I had recently just completed my latest acquisition of non-basic lands. A lot of them were lands that they don't come into play tapped, and you can tap them immediately. And say, like for example, you could tap for a black or a blue, and it deals 1 damage to you. The
Ooh,
key
minor shocks.
precisely. So speed automatically reflects its usefulness on the final price. Now for snow covered stuff, I think that they are too expensive because they're discouraging players from accessing the only couple sets in the whole game that actually uses snow. Where does snow show up? Nowhere. This is it. This
Well, again, it's in Ice Age as well. But yeah, as far as I know, it's just Coldsnap and Ice Age. But Snow Mana is honestly a really interesting mechanic, and I really wish that we had expanded on it.
it is a shame. And at the
Uh,
same
if you if you can go back to the game, I wanted to talk about Herald of Lushrak,
oh
which
this
I cast, but you fucking spiked it,
well
bastard.
at least you drew yours.
Well, I'm running 4 of him because I'm a terrible person.
I'm running one of him because I'm somewhat reasonable. Where is he? I just to show. Yeah, here he is. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Yeah. But Herald of Lushrak is honestly one of the most interesting bosses that I've ever actually seen. A positive cumulative upkeep, which is awesome, with a steroid as the game goes on. But if you do kill him, he resets the board in your opponent's favor. That is kick ass.
Yeah. So the idea with the Herald is you're supposed to kill your opponent the turn before you're going to relinquish all of the lands that you just stole from him.
Hmm. Or just in general, because as long as Herald's out, I continue gaining additional power.
Precisely, yes. Now I wanted to draw attention to just one more card in my deck because there's really nothing. There's nothing terribly impressive. I run a shitload of duplicates in this deck. The Dark Depths is a card that I would very much like to own, like IRL.
Hmm.
There is of course a barrier to entry, a holographic Dark Depths, which I think is the only thing available, legendary Snowland, plus the Merit Lage 2020 Black Avatar Indestructible Legendary Flying Token. Both of those will run you about $40 together. 40 bucks.
Jesus. I
It's
mean,
reasonable because
no,
especially
that is not reasonable even for a legendary land. Okay, look, I am of the firm opinion that if you're sinking a majority of the cost of your deck into its lands, you should not spend more than $100 on lands. And this is because I'm a terrible person. However, in order to run a Dark Depths consistent deck with Solemnity, which was what I would like to have done, you need all 4 Dark Depths as well as the ability to have fetch lands in order to accelerate Solemnities out and thin out your deck, as well as some consistent draw and ramp. And we're running up the price tag already, and that's just 8 fucking cards.
well, okay. In the way you would use it, I could see why people would want to exploit things to make a $40 card win by turn freaking 3 or 4. If you could pop a 2020 black legendary flying that don't give a fuck before your opponent has a chance to properly defend himself. Let me meet you halfway in the middle between your idea and how poorly Dark Depths executed in this deck. I have another deck that produces big mana all the time. I can produce 32 mana with this deck in one turn, one instant.
Which allows you to automatically activate Dark Depths.
Precisely, with a couple mana left over, so I get my 2020 black flying basically as soon as Dark Depths hits the battlefield. That would be pretty sweet.
Well, yeah, that's the same combo with Solemnity.
But mine is not as cheap.
Not as cheap, most certainly.
Very
All right.
expensive, actually.
Well, both of our combos are ridiculously expensive because Dark Depths is a $40 fucking card.
I'll still buy it. I'll air word. I'll still buy it.
Mm. All right, so this has been us exploring one color in Coldsnap. God
One
damn it.
color in Coldsnap. Let's shut this very dark chapter.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Cloud's picking the next set, so stay tuned for that.
Yep. I hope you had fun, everyone. I'll try to. Oh, wait. I wanted to say, Gerdat, before we end, how about we do Unhinged next?
I'd be willing to do the unsets. I mean, Unhinged very specifically. Is that the one after Unglued, or is that the one before Unglued?
It's one of those. I used Unhinged loosely to refer to the joke sets. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we should put all three of the joke sets into the same
No,
pot, but if you want to use,
yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of effects that are very difficult to actually to resolve in Cockatrace there,
Well,
but
that's going to be
it
the
should
burden.
be
Yeah,
doable.
the burden is going to be on us to figure which cards will actually work and which can't.
Right. All right, guys. With that, be safe, everyone.
Peace out, y'all.